Universal Orlando Resort. Today we are going to be doing a then and now video. So I have some photographs from the first time I ever visited here, and we're gonna try and see what's the same, what's different. There's a lot different, not much the same. But so the first time I ever visited was actually in 1995, and we have disposable camera photographs of some of the stuff in Universal Studios. I did a then and now video of a video I had from 2002. We're going even older now, so 1995. So it's gonna be a good old time here at Universal. Let's go. Now what's really kind of crazy about the first time I visited here, so this is Universal Studios City Walk. None of this actually existed. This was essentially the parking lot. So now you park across the street in parking garages where you can visit both Universal Studios, Universal City Walk, and Universal Islands of Adventure. These Islands of Adventure and City Walk on my first visit weren't a thing. They didn't exist. They were not here. Hence, you didn't need to be parked so far away, and you can actually park right up here. So all this right here that you see in front of you, including the water, was a parking lot. That brings us to our first photo, which is the Universal Globe here. This is not the original globe. That globe was actually a little bit over here, I believe. I'm gonna have to verify this when I get home. I didn't do the proper research, I apologize. But I believe that grass patch right about right there in the middle of the screen is where the original globe sat. Now, an interesting thing about that globe was not destroyed when they built this and put this beautiful new Universal one up here. But that original globe was actually taken over to Universal Studios Hollywood. And that's when you walk into Universal Hollywood, that is the globe that was right here at Universal Orlando. Interesting. Once we go through the gates in our first photo of in the park, we have to stop here at the Despicable Me Minion Mayhem. Now this one, it's a little tough to see. The corner of the building that's in the photo is still there, but they have this big facade of Gru's house, so you can't really see that part. But I don't know if you heard that. That lady's gonna kick somebody's tush. But if you look right in between where it says Despicable and the peak of the house there, you can see that edge. That can be seen in the photo. This used to be the Hanna-Barbera ride. So it was a simulator, same type of thing, but it was all Hanna-Barbera characters, like the Jetsons, Flintstones, all kinds of stuff like that. And then the next stop here, our next photo, well, series of photos, go right down from Despicable Me. You see this building in the center screen? That right there is the old Nickelodeon Studios. Not even part of the park anymore. They use it for special events. Grinchmas, they have the Grinch Christmas show in there. But right there, that is the old Nickelodeon Studios. They used to have a slime fountain out front where you'd get slimed. The slime would protrude out of the top of it. It would explode. It was always cool. There was a time capsule there. I believe the time capsule was either moved or may still be in the same spot. But that's Nickelodeon Studios. This next photo, I think, was right here in front of the Today Cafe. I could be wrong on this. Now, I know this building has extensively been redone. Doesn't quite look the same. But I believe it would have been on this corner right here where we're hanging out with Scooby. They used to do character meet and greets right on the corners here, right as you would walk in. I also have a video of Shrek hanging out here at one point before he had a permanent meet and greet spot. But I think this one's a hard think right here. And while we're on that subject, this photo here has the Ecto-1. It almost looks like we're riding a tram. I honestly have no idea where this is taken. Like, at a complete loss. If someone could please advise where this is, I would absolutely love it. But speaking of the Ecto-1 and Ghostbusters, we have this backdrop of the New York Public Library, where the backdrop itself has not changed a whole lot. There's a little me standing right in front of the library. Now in front of the library though, we have a roller coaster, which is going to be closing very soon. So this is going to change even more because this track will no longer be here. There's some rumors that it's going to be Ghostbusters, which I would not mind. I don't have a photo of it, but this right here used to be Hook and Ladder 8. It was a Ghostbusters show. The rumor is they may be turning it back into a Ghostbusters themed roller coaster. I wouldn't complain. Another spot that is drastically different, this little lawn section here where the stage is. This used to be called the Boneyard. This was home to several props from different films, TV shows. They just set out in the Boneyard here. Now the stage wasn't here, so I can't get the proper angle. It would be more this way, a little further than what it is. But you can see on the right side there in the back, right here, that stage 22, that can be seen. That shows us that this was once the Boneyard. It's a little better shot of stage 22 there. Now, these sound stages were built as real production sound stages, not really used for that so much anymore. We get to go inside those a lot for Halloween Horror Nights, my favorite event of the year. Another shot of the Boneyard here. This time you can make out that New York building straight ahead. You can see the top of it. That's a section of the park over there that hasn't changed much. But again, nothing, just another shot showing that this was the Boneyard. And I was mistaken. I actually do have a shot here of it as Hook and Ladder 8, engine number 8, Ghostbusters. From this angle, I had to walk back over here because I saw the picture. I was like, whoa, I do have one of it showing the Ghostbusters. So you can see the little Ghostbusters sign in the street there. And what's great is the street pole and everything still lines up perfect. Absolutely perfect. This next photo I am super happy with. So outside the Universal Orlando Horror Makeup Show, right over here, they had one of the Jeeps from Jurassic Park set up. I've always loved those Jeeps. Currently a project of mine. Stay tuned for that. I plan on next month really hitting that hard, but they have the Jeep parked right here on the sidewalk. We can get a photo op with it. And actually, because the Jeep was right outside there, inside here, they had a Jurassic Park display. And this photo of this Triceratops hanging out in the room right here. Now, the Horror Makeup Show lobby, when you're waiting for the show, has all kinds of awesome props and different... I think some of it's screen used. I'm not sure. But either way, it's an amazing collection. It's really cool to check out. So, and the show is hilarious. It's not scary. There might be like some jump elements to it, but overall, it's not scary at all. Check out the Horror Makeup Show. It is a good old time. Moving on to something that looks absolutely unrecognizable. This is completely different. So we can see Shrek and Donkey. They have a little meet and greet here. This used to be Fievel's Playland. That's where the next series of these photos are going to be. This was Fievel's Playland right here. So this actually was fairly recently taken away. Most of the pictures, there's nothing to see, nothing to line up, except for this one, where you can see the corner of the ET building over there. That shows you this is the right spot. Again, you would have no idea. Oh no, Donkey just went away. Shrek's leaving. He was like, this guy's recording us. I don't like it. But yes, this was Fievel's Playland. I used to love Fievel Goes West. I used to play here as a kid. It was just not themed like DreamWorks. Hey guys, how long have you been around the park? Huh? You been here for the last like 30 years? Yes? No? Maybe so? Everyone always says they've never seen baby pigeons. Makes me wonder. Another completely unrecognizable spot right here, Fast and Furious Supercharged, is where the Beetlejuice Graveyard Review was at one point. So it was a musical show featuring Beetlejuice and some of your other favorite Universal monsters. Nothing to see here though, because the stage has long been removed. And for our next stop, we're gonna go to an attraction that is much better than the previous one we were just talking about. This also not recognizable. However, inside Sahara Traders here. So this is the gift shop in which you exit the Mummy roller coaster, which I must say is beautifully Mummy themed. If we go over here, this used to be the location of Kong-frontation, in which you would walk up this ramp to get to the Kong-frontation ride. And there was a large King Kong sitting over here in the corner. It was a photo op. You could take photos with him. The photo was taken from up on that ramp, right up there. And that is gonna do it for this Then and Now adventure here at Universal Studios Orlando. Now, I wish I had a few more photos, but unfortunately that's about all I got. I might be able to dig up a few more. If you enjoyed the video, like it, subscribe to the channel. We do lots of filming locations, travel videos, and random things from time to time. If I do find a few more, even if you don't like it, I'm gonna do it anyway, because I think this is fun going back and looking at these things. Now, we're kind of in a side alley here in New York Street. Bonus points to anyone that can comment down below what filming location this was used for. Actually, right back here, I have a video on my channel about it, so I'll give one hint. It was Nickelodeon. You know what it is? I'm waiting for those answers. Until next time, be good, have fun, and learn something. This is actually a better shot of what I was just talking about. These can be seen in the background, among other locations, but right here, specifically. Come on, what is it? Tell me.
Red means stop, yellow means slow down, green means go. So let's go all over this town.